Are you in trouble?
Ma, I need my birth certificate. I need you to help me. I'm gonna be a Marine.
Marines. No, you lays gayer than two left shoes, and everybody can see it.
I want to start with you, Elegance. When it came to finding Jeremy for this role, how did you go about finding him, and when did you know that he was the one?
Well, first of all, there was nobody else that was supposed to get this part except Jeremy Pope. For me, this film is something I wish I had as a teenager. I am very much concerned with the fate of Black queer men and queer people in general. And in a world within which 1 out of 2 of us were checked to get HIV, 8 times more likely to commit suicide, I think it was important to put an actual Black queer person in this role and to, in that hero's journey kind of way, right, give these future generations an example that not only can it get better, but you have the power to make it better, right? And I came to this with the expectation, when I came to the Marine Corps, I thought I was worthless. My mother kicked me out for being gay. And then I got to boot camp, and my drill instructors let me know that my value was high because I could protect the person to my left and to my right. I wanted to put that value in a real Black queer person so that we can see ourselves succeed through triumph over struggle.
I really like that. And I think it definitely comes through in the film. I wanted to ask you, Jeremy, what's one thing that you learned from Elegance that helped you shape the character of French or to understand his motivations?
Well, first I'm a little taken back because I've never heard him speak in that way. So it's like, ooh, okay. He's a special soul. And I think the thing that I just admire so much about him is he was so willing to put himself on the front line. I think when you're telling your story, you're telling your truth, it comes at a cost. And once you give something away, especially like this, so personal, you can't get it back. And when I connected with him about the story, he was telling me, my mom passed. It was still ongoing. It wasn't like, okay, all is well. It was still something that he was having to work through and to heal. So for him to ask me to go on that journey with him, I just said yes, and I would say yes over and over and over again, because to hear someone who champions me for who I am and all that I am, and it's been a journey to get to this place confidently and comfortable and to be open and be a Black queer actor and to say I'm okay with that and to say I'm not just this or that, I can be all the things. So I'm just very grateful for the experience and grateful for the collaboration and the relationship. And to be able to work with someone like Gab, who is doing the work in these streets in real life, you know what I mean, when the camera's not on. So to watch her transform and go to a deep, dark place personally, to once again be a vessel to, create something in our art that is tangible for people out there that have been abandoned and told that they are worth, nothing. That there is access to someone and a representation of something telling you you can make it and you are enough. You have always been more than enough. It's such a gift and such an honor.
Well, kind of talking with Gabrielle, I wanted to ask you, because of course, Inez is a very complicated character and she has some mediums and she has some lows. We don't really see the highs too much. What lesson, if any, would you want the audience to kind of take away from your portrayal of her?
I think audiences will see parts of themselves that they don't want to acknowledge, that they've shoved down, that they've sort of whitewashed in a sense, like smoothed out in their minds. I'm not that bad. And they'll realize you have been the villain in somebody's story, but it's not too late to change course. Every day is a new opportunity to get it right. And hopefully, through seeing some of their own darkness through the character, they're inspired to move differently, It's like that. I've seen it. I've seen parents be like, "Is that what I look like?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, I don't want that. I don't want to miss not one more second of my child's life. and it can be adult children, it can be small, like you don't have to continue on just because that's what you've always done. You do have the ability to change, and I you know, sometimes you wish there was a sequel, you know, and he's still here, so hopefully, you know.
Campaigning for another job.
I'm always going to write another.
Well, thank you all so much for taking time to talk with me about this gorgeous, gorgeous film. I cannot wait for more people to see it. It is truly a masterpiece and so inspiring on so many levels. So thank you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. It was a great day.
Take care.
Cheers.